Okay, time to introduce myself. Will Bergman, the Permaculture gardener. So, just introducing myself. Just finished at the front of the house doing the Lebanese cucumbers, the French beans, and the petunias, which are going to protect them from all the nasty bugs that want to eat what we want to eat.
So here we are. This is the first plants of the permaculture garden going in, and we're starting off with some cucumbers here. Are they cucumbers?
Yeah,
Yeah, Lebanese cucumbers. So this ground's been prepared for a couple of weeks now, and it's a mix of good garden soil and mushroom compost and some poultry manure and some cow manure, and we've got a lot of sugarcane mulch on the top there. It's just been keeping it all warm and moist and everything like that. And see, we've got this old bed frame here, and we've tied some wire mesh on there, and this is where the cucumbers are going to creep up. So these are creeping cucumbers, and looking forward to having some of those fresh, tasty, crunchy cucumbers in our salads. And what else have we got happening here? We've also got some French green beans over there. Yep, they're coming in, and they're going to go up there. So what we've done is we had a window here that we wanted to protect a little bit, and so we're growing all the beans and all the creepy things up there, and it's going to give a bit of shade for that window. It gets a bit warm, but all that sun that's bothering us in the unit or the office here is going to be heaven for these plants. So we've got extra straw that's going to go up into another garden bed. What we've also got here is some petunias, because we read somewhere that petunias keep the bugs away from some of these vegetables that we're growing. So great fun. Yeah, we've got water here and lots and lots of land. It's only 1/4 of an acre, but there's so many places to grow vegetables, so many great spots. And there's my assistant there working in the garden now. I'm the permaculture expert, and she's learning. She's eager. Look at her. That's good. So here we go. The petunias are going in, and that'll be the end of it for this bed. Here's our view here, looking out over the Gold Coast. What you're looking at now looks out over the beaches and Surfers Paradise, and there's Royal Pines, that white block there, and this is the garden, the yard. I'm just turning around here now. We've got a nice path here that goes off to other areas of the yard. It's very bushy, very beautiful, great climate.
I mean, everywhere is a
Great climate for something. It really just depends on what you're trying to grow. But everything's very green here, and of course some things won't grow here, like peaches. They won't grow. But there's so many things that will. I'm looking forward to seeing how these petunias go with keeping the bugs off. So we've grown vegetables from time to time, but now we're really getting serious with it. Everything's going to be recycled. We've got a couple of chickens turning up, Lizzie and Dolly, in a couple of weeks, and they'll be contributing, and yeah, good times coming up. Okay, look, this is my mango tree, and look at everything that's going on with it.
This is going to really throw some fruit this year. Looking forward to it. I've had a few bits of it. They're sweet as. And here we are moving to the back part of the permaculture block.
Well, you know what it's called? It's called urban permaculture. This is where us urban types do our gardening. And what we're planting here is a few different types of pumpkins, because pumpkins is one of those things that we eat. We eat it all the time. So what we're doing is we're growing things that we actually eat. We're not going to get too exotic unless we fall in love with some sort of exotic vegetable, but right now we're just planting what we eat. Cucumbers, French beans, and a few different types of pumpkins, butternuts and some other ones. Well, we'll see which ones we like. Also, we'll see which ones grow the best. Maybe some of them aren't going to be ideal for this little area here, and we'll pick the best ones. Okay, well, you can see the pumpkins are down, and now what are we planting? Well, we're going to protect these pumpkins the same as we did the cucumbers and the French beans, with co-plants. And these ones here are little baby, what are they, Miss P? Marigolds. Marigolds, yeah. So my assistant is known in the industry as Miss P. She's a very private person. Anyway, we're doing the marigolds because they're going to protect the pumpkins from the bugs that don't like marigolds. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we've got a few beds going here, and this one here we're just leaving for the moment because we've got a dog coming to visit, and we're not sure how excitable he is. But that's down the side of the house there. Great bed, great soil. And now we're coming up the top here. And
You should put the lettuces at the front and the tomatoes at the back.
Miss P wants to know whether the lettuces should go at the front and the tomatoes at the back. Well, I don't know. I'm just the labour here. I made the beds, and this is a great little bed. Look how thick the soil is. All of that soil there is great garden soil with all the things that plants like. Again, the mushroom compost, the organic garden soil, the cow dung, the chicken manure, the mushroom compost, and all that straw. It's been sitting here for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, it's going to be so rich. In fact, I'm sort of, in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, is this going to be too rich? I don't know whether you can have too rich soil, but I'm just going to move around here because, okay, see, you can just see I bought this still chipper, and we use that to make our compost, but more about the compost later. We're just actually prepping up the garden today. This is a tomato. Yeah, great. Okay, it's getting really late, but we're so into this permaculture that we're actually planting plants in the dark. And even though that sounds silly, what I'm really thinking is this is like planting by moonlight. So this is pretty good. Yeah, this is impressive. Planting by
Well,
moonlight.
that was a big planting. So we've got all that done. All the beds have been laid, and we didn't get to see the end of the tomato planting or the lettuces, but we'll catch up with that a bit later. Right now, we're just going to wrap it up for now. There's a lot of work still to do, but we're going to come back in a couple of weeks and just see how all this preparation, time, and effort has paid off. Well, we'll see what it's like. Whether we're going to get all this. All this fruit and all this vegetables that we've sort of promised ourselves. So let's leave it at that, and in a couple of weeks, as I said, we'll have a look and see what comes of it all. So till next time. Where's the off button?